I have no recurring revenue.
Yeah.
Like it's like a between $2,000 $3,000 program, and then they're done. I have no back end offer.
How do you acquire them?
Welcome back to Daily Revenue Report. This is where Alex Hormozi completely flips the script on low-ticket offers and shows you how to turn a $2,000 program into a recurring revenue machine. In this high-level live Q&A discussion, Alex Hormozi goes back and forth with the business owner stuck selling one-off programs. And what Alex Hormozi reveals about pricing, continuity, and building a powerful network-based offer could instantly multiply your revenue. We're talking $8,000 offers, annual billing, and why recurring income is the real game if you actually want to scale. And if you want daily breakdowns of how people like Alex Hormozi build offers, increase LTV, and dominate markets, you're in the right place. So hit that subscribe button because we drop videos like this every single day.
Organic and paid ads that lead to a webinar that lead to a booked call.
Okay. Oh, so to a call?
Yeah.
Oh, you can sell for more probably.
Yeah, I think so.
If you're doing it over the phone.
Yeah, I'm planning to raise my prices. I don't know how much, but I want to raise.
If you go webinar to phone for something like that, you can probably go like under 10K, so like 7 to 9, probably do really well. $8,000, 8 weeks. That sounds kind of good.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So there's basically two things you can do when you run into this problem. You can either up your initial price, right, from 2 or 3K up to 8K. That increases CAC to LTV tremendously. But even then, you're still stuck because you're always looking for the next sale. This happens all the time in the home service industry, the industry that I'm in. And basically, like, take a lawn care company, for example. They do very little actual maintenance and mowing, and they chase these $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, even $10,000, $15,000 projects. And sure, they have these big tickets attached to them, and you do make a lot of profit up front, and you get these hits, right? And it's like this adrenaline rush, this dopamine rush. And it feels good to be like, yeah, man, on this job, I made $6,000. On this job, I made $3,000 profit. It took me a week. It's awesome. But all of a sudden, you're running this business, you're doing great, and then all the leads dry up. And there's a million reasons why leads can dry up, right? You could actually saturate your market. You could run so many ads that your market is satisfied. Everyone who needed work done has work done. Now, that doesn't always happen, and you can continue to build a business like that, but it's a hard business. Now, imagine if that same business had $10,000 a month of lawns to mow. In that case, they wouldn't need to be chasing all of these projects. They still could. They can still do all these projects, but every month they would have at least $10,000 they can count on from a team that mows lawns. So let's see what else Alex has to say.
400 sneak in there. Yeah.
So for like a continuity community,
Yeah.
do you have any ideas on what I would provide in there?
Yeah, totally, 100%. So one is, I think if you take your current thing, instead of selling it for 8 weeks, sell for a year, number one. And I would make it annual instead of one-time purchase. And then...
so it would be the same price, but for a year?
Yeah. Well, because now we get annual recurring. Like, why not? Right? So it's like either, if you have a front end that's like 8 weeks, you either do, there's basically two models you can think of. One is I sell 8 weeks for $8,000, and then I sell a third of them or half of them into my year, or you just make the 8th the year. Those are basically the two ways that this model works. Are these people who have jobs and then just want to be better at their job, or are these people?
I really like that model because basically what happens is even if your churn is 50%, if you're getting 100 clients a year, how long does that take to bottom out? You're still at 2 years. That's 200 clients a year. That's $1.6 million a year. So, I mean, that's a pretty good business, even at 50% churn.
People who like want to have a bit, like, who's the avatar?
People that have jobs at ad agencies or freelance.
Yeah.
That just want to get better. They want to make
interesting. So I would still probably bump it to 5, and just so maybe since it's employees, I would maybe bump it to 5 instead of 8. But I would include the network, which then is job security.
What do you mean the network?
That's smart.
So it's like you buy my thing, you also get into our advertisers network, and so now you have and we have 2 meetups a year where you get to shake hands, meet all the other people in your industry, and so this is where people get deals done. This is where people switch companies, and like this alone is worth the cost of entry.
Yeah, and that's really how to build value. So not only do you get the training and the secrets, right, of the industry, But honestly, what's more powerful than that is a network of people who are looking for the best employees. They're looking for people who are willing to spend $5,000 to better their skills, because that shows them that they're a serious employee. And that most likely when they come work for me for a higher price and they have more money to spend, they're going to personally invest in themselves even more because they've already been proven to do so. So as an employer, I would love that. You really want to find hungry individuals who want to make more money, who want to scale as an employee, as an entrepreneur, right? And so this model would work phenomenal.
So
And that sticks.
right now I have multiple programs that are like
Sure.
2,000-3,000
Sure.
a piece. But would you say I'd be better off just selling them on a year, and then maybe they unlock those programs?
Yeah, totally. Yep.
That works.
Because
That's like a school model.
8,000 is already more
Yeah.
than the programs.
Love that. Yeah. And then you include the network. I'd still put in two meetups a year, because it'll congeal the network so much harder. And think about it like building a professional association for advertisers. And I think if you think about it from that perspective, it'll like be cooler.
And then what about ideas on like a higher ticket back end?
Might be adding too many components.
It's hard
at that
when you
point.
have an employee as the avatar, because obviously their income's limited, and they're not going to drop most of them are going to drop like 25 grand to like learn more. I think it'd be tougher. So I would probably.
Yeah, because a business owner will drop $25,000 on a program if they can make at least $25,000 more in their business. Obviously, they're trying to make more than that, because why would you just spend money just to make it back? Unless, I guess, you learn something out of it, cool. But if a business owner can make just their money back at least, or double, triple, quadruple their money by investing to a program, it's easy, right? They'll do that all day. The employee can't really control how much they make. So to even get the $25,000 in the first place and then drop $25,000 on this program just to be a better employee is really hard to sell.
Be more focused on how do I sell more and keep them, and just go all in on this association. We don't lose people, and just every year it just keeps growing.
I don't even have a back end.
I think I have a hard time thinking what it would be. I'm sure there is something. I'm also like off the cuff 2 seconds, but like the things that are coming to mind are things that would be typically more B2B stuff. So like you could sell that network separately, but I think it would be so valuable to put it in there with the main thing and drop it out in phases. They meet twice a year, they get to meet each other. That's pretty valuable. That a lot of people I think would be down for.
Yeah,
I'll say this, if you do that, they will tell you what they want next.
Okay.
And so if you keep your ear to the ground, which if you're an advertiser, you do anyways, they might tell you, man, I want more career advancement stuff. I want more, how do I get promotions? How do I negotiate like that stuff? And maybe that's the next thing.
And that right there is how Alex Hormozi turns a simple one-off offer into a true recurring revenue machine. No fancy funnels, no complicated backend, just smarter positioning, higher pricing, and locking in long-term value. In this powerful back and forth discussion, Alex Hormozi broke down why chasing new customers is a slow game and how building continuity, community, and retention is what actually scales your income. If you want to learn how Alex Hormozi structures offers, increases LTV, and builds businesses that print money month after month, stay locked in, hit that subscribe button, because we drop videos like this every single day.